you? I mean, yeah. Okay, we're doing coaching right now. Alright, I'll just call you, MTR. Let's talk.
Hello?
Yo,
Hey man,
how's it
let me
going?
uh, let me get the match IDs real quick.
Okay, sounds good. I assume it's fine just to like talk through to chat at the same time, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
It's all good.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, hopefully they're replayable. I mean, they should be.
Yeah, I think we had them spectated, so it should be.
Okay, nice.
Most of our scrims we
hmm
whatever have somebody spectating.
And you said you were 82 and you just swapped. I'll read your message again, but.
Yeah. I joined this team as ADC, and
hmm
then we had like a merry-go-round of jungler tryouts,
Okay.
and it was like at the start of the season where jungle was like really brain dead.
Yeah.
So I was just like, hey, I can do this. I can. It seems simple enough. And then like patches went on, and like we meshed better as a team. So I just want to solidify, I guess.
Yeah. Fair enough. They said you 2 games.
We
Okay.
can only do one if that's, but
No, I
it's
mean
whatever.
that's fine. I don't know. Like honestly, it's all kind of made up. Like I haven't done it really at all. So
Yeah.
it says like $30 a game. I mean, I don't know if that's like what you're
Right.
expecting or
Yeah.
okay.
Be
Then yeah, I
fine.
mean that's fine. Could just do 2 games. Is there like a focus that you had or?
I don't. I don't know. I kind of just like a lot of the times I don't know what to be saying in the games, and
Mm-hmm.
like comp jungling is like different than ranked. Like ranked, you gotta just run around and gank stuff, but like it
Sure.
feels like in these comp games, it's like we're always like team fighting, and I'm not ganking. Like I guess if
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like it's like whenever I'm ganking duo, it's like it's very planned. The supports, our support and ADC are ready in there, and it's not just me like ganking in the ADC 1v1. I guess
Yeah.
I put the match ID in
Okay.
whatever.
Let me pull it up. Should I stream it for you in Discord too, or I don't know.
Yeah, because that'd probably be more instant.
Yeah, okay. I think just do this. All right. Okay, I'm streaming it.
Okay. I also don't know if you want to talk about picks and bans, but that would be. I don't know if it's helpful in this game just because I got Circuit first pick, so there wasn't like a
Mm-hmm.
whole lot of talking about like counter picking and stuff. But
Yeah. It's kind of tough to just like go through random thoughts without like seeing specifics,
yeah,
I guess. I mean, I can talk about like random counters to Circuit and things like that, I guess, if you're interested in that, but
yeah. I think our plan this game was like if we couldn't get Vamana first pick, we wanted Circuit,
hmm
so we kind of left both up, and they ended up banning Vamana.
yeah, sure. Should I just go to the match or?
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
mean, in general, like, in my opinion on Circuit is that she is really good early to mid, and then late game she can fall off a bit.
hmm
Especially in like just in 5v5, it's kind of hard to go on somebody without just getting turned on and dying.
Yeah.
And certain supports like Khepri and Geb are really super annoying, but in a way, Horus can be annoying, but I don't know. Okay, wait, should I organize this? Oop, alright. Uh, okay. Well, I mean, in general, like, do you guys like kind of go through where you want to play or like that type of thing at
Um.
first, or?
Yeah.
Go
Usually we
into
usually just leave our mid laner on like an island, and we've
hmm
been doing a lot of double ADC and just like kind of playing for late, I guess. So I usually spend a lot of time at our team's like shield buffs.
Yeah.
Um. But like honestly, I just look out for like solo opportunities too. Like if the blue, like if we
hmm
have their blue timer and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like solo is pretty good to play off of when you have a Herc, but Horse can be annoying to gank sometimes. But also, I think you have like a super good matchup into the Thana. I'm pretty sure you
Yeah, I
guys
think
would just win 2v2s, but I guess they could technically win them if
yeah,
they
I
like
think
CC'd you.
we spoke about it before the game, but it was like talking about late game team fights. We just wanted to like sort of engage on the Thana before he got his ult off, or
Yeah,
like try
yeah.
to force his ult before
Yeah, he's a
fights and
really easy
stuff.
target to kill if he's like playing up at all.
Yeah.
I feel like you're kind of good into their whole team still. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I'm not sure if there's something I should focus on specifically or just go through the game and just see like things I see.
Yeah, it'll just be helpful to like get the thoughts because I don't know, my like instincts aren't there for jungle really that
Yeah, gotcha,
often.
gotcha. Yeah, first I would look at lane matchups and see like where it seems like the freest kills are, where your team's strong, where they're weakest, stuff like that. In general, it seems like you guys already have a decent idea of like what you like to do. But yeah, for me, I feel like I'd try to fight like solo here. And with this started, I mean, oh, dude, my darn cat. Hold on. Dude, Zero. Enough of this. Okay, my bad. I mean, you know how like the starts and everything go, right?
What do you mean? Like in relation
Like
to what?
just in general. Like I don't know. I don't know like what level of stuff I should focus on. I guess. Wait, what rank are you? I'm
Well,
just curious.
ADC on Masters, but
Okay.
this is like a plat diamond game. Like in the AGL, I don't know if you know what AGL is, but this is
Mhm.
like the
Well,
team we were
maybe.
scrimming is like in finals of their like plat diamond division.
Okay, okay. I see, I see. But like you understand like everybody hits 3 off this next wave, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like yeah, mid 2v2 is a little weird because you can just sit here and fight the whole time if you really want, or you could like
Go to the shield buff.
yeah, or you could half rotate into the jungle and call like being off the map just creates a lot of prio because they have to kind of be worried about your ganks. So even if you clear the first wave first, you can just run over and then just like come back. And you're kind
Yeah, I
of
think I zoned
pressuring both
myself
sides.
off of. No, we hit
You
3.
still have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I kind of do this thing too where I just when I'm lazy, I just sit here.
Mhm.
Uh and you're just kind of on the map and you're not creating pressure much unless you're trying to go for a kill really.
Right.
But you can just half rotate and just see what happens. Or not, yeah, yeah. Either come
Mhm.
back or full rotate, but you kind of create pressure just by walking into the jungle a little bit. Especially in comp, because it's just going to be called that you're like on that side of the map.
Yeah.
Like right now they should call you're on solo side, and you should call that they're on duo side. And
Yeah, I
kind
think
of
we
both
did.
lanes have to play back a bit
We usually do.
until you see them again. So a lot of jungling, dude, a lot of jungling is kind of thinking about that type of thing. Like the more you're off the map, and well, okay, it's not always that good. But you create pressure by not being on the map, assuming they don't have wards. So early game, it's like always good because people won't have wards yet, except for these duo wards, I guess. But yeah, you should create pressure that way. Doesn't mean they're always respected though, I guess. Okay. So yeah, first blue, I guess here they're just defending their own.
I think he actually caught my taunt there.
Yeah, he did. I mean, that's fine. I think you guys could be stronger, but you would have had to have your like Herc back in TP. It's like an okay play though, if you want to invade for him to TP and get stronger.
Mhm.
I think you weren't the strongest though either.
Yeah, I was poked out from mid.
So it's
I like
like
the 2v2 felt really weird because it felt like Morgan was just like straight up hitting us only and not the wave, but they were still out
yeah,
clearing.
yeah. Circuit's really awkward on wave because you don't really affect it that much. Unless you're like wanting through the whole wave, it's just weird to do. So you're kind of just relying on Marty to clear, and
Mhm.
unless you can go on them, I guess. Um, guess you're trusting Trans. He's rushing Yones. Hmm. What kind of build do you end up going with Circuit? Do you go like tanky or crit?
I think I just go trans binding, magi, serrated, deathbringer.
Oh, big double taunt. You can't even fire with that. Guns binding, Magi's, Serrated Deathbringer.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And that's a good gank. Playing off the timer of the shield camp is always good. Play off timers. It's like the most consistent way you can like set up fights in general. Come. Yeah, I don't know if there's stuff I should be saying. I mean, like, in general, it seems like your pathing and stuff is pretty fine.
Okay.
Guess you always wanted to fight the Horus. Playing up on a man, you could have got poked pretty hard, but didn't really matter that much, I guess. You should have ult. I don't think he's very killable. Ah, he's a killable. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Trans is fine, but Yones is pretty big spike too.
Yeah, I think like right when Circuit got buffed and like everybody started playing her, I was like kind of dead set on going the Jotuns every game.
Yeah.
But like everybody in SPL was doing like trans, or like it was pretty common.
Yeah, I
So I
think
just kind of wanted to see what it was about.
Scream was a Yoten's Rage guy.
Yeah.
Uh, which is definitely fine. Or did he? I think somebody Raven rushed Rage. I don't know if I think that's good. I mean the trans is good. It's just slow and it's kind of against like what you want to do on Circuit, kind of.
Yeah.
But it will be really good for your build. Um. Okay, maybe I should be looking at the map more and see what's happening. You could have been on that shield camp, I guess. I think like, shoot, this goes back so far. Shield camp up me up the whole time, huh? I mean, it's definitely good to do this jungle. I think doing the roamers, I kind of do this too. I think it's actually not that big a deal just because they should be up, but
Mhm.
I mean, it doesn't actually matter. Going to the shield camp, I don't even know if you guys know it's up still or not. You probably do with your both your roads.
Yeah, I think we got the last timer, so I don't know.
It's been up for a
we have
long
wards.
time though.
Yeah.
You guys generally have pretty good ward vision. Hmm. Okay, I'm trying to think of what stuff I should even say.
Right. No, that's fine. I haven't watched this game back yet anyway, so it's
Yeah.
good to watch it back in the first place.
Yeah, it's always pretty solid to do. It's kind of hard. No, wait. Okay, I guess you just commit when seeing you. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I do think having goals would make it really easy to have a direction of things to say. But
What'd you say?
having
Think
like
having what?
goals would make it like
Oh,
super
okay.
easy to give like a tips on it. But
Right.
uh,
Yeah, I think I don't know. A lot of it is like communication. Like I don't know when to or I don't know. It's like hard to like set out like say like oh we want to invade this
mhm.
next blue buff and stuff and like get up like set up for that
Right.
I guess
For
like
that, like,
beforehand.
it's definitely just tough and takes practice. I don't know if you're like a huge talkative guy or not, or like anybody on your team is.
It's usually our mid laner and support doing most of the calming.
Gotcha. Generally, it's easiest if the person who's strong is saying like when they're strong and what they can do, or at least the strong people are
Mhm.
saying they're strong and they want to look for something, and then somebody just chooses something to do. But like, as a whole, you kind of want to give yourself a window to make sure you'll get to the stuff. So like if right now you just saw the blue spawned and you're like back here and you're like, oh, let's evade blue, there's a good chance you'll just be late for it, right?
Yeah.
Like you kind of need to give yourself like a minute almost even, and warding on buffs is really good to get timers, so you don't have to kind of guess when things are coming up. Oh.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time, we're like warding to like prevent ganks or just like vision in the jungle, like
Yeah,
choke points and stuff, and not on like buff
and those
invade
definitely have
things.
their value, but there's like random wards like, maybe we can watch this fight still. I mean, I could just pause it and go show. But like this purple buff, like ward right here is like always really really good value because you get purple timer a lot of time, and it's just good pathing. Same with like green's a little tougher. I mean, you guys have a ward there. It's awkward because like blue's so far out of the way to put wards. Like wards here are always good. I mean, you can keep track of buffs timing through your own buffs and like seeing what they're
Yeah.
doing too.
Yeah.
That's like I don't know if you have learned to do that.
Yeah, I think most of the time.
Mhm.
Like I'll like preemptively call like ganks or like what side of the map I think Thana or the other jungler is on based on like what is ours is up.
Yeah. That's pretty good practice to do in general. And a lot of times you can tell like oh, these greens are synced, so if ours is up, you can just go check their buff and stuff. But when you're not that set on if it's up or not, it's pretty hard to have like be like, okay, we're gonna 3-man evade this green, and then you run there and it's not up. It's like pretty awkward.
Yeah, I feel like I like never check the other team's like buffs without like 100% knowing.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of times this green buff is so easy to invade, and the spot it's in is like pretty easy to escape from, so it's pretty
Yeah.
safe to check. And if you're just winning lanes and you don't have buff control, at that point I feel like especially a lane you're gonna play to the whole time, like say you're just camping solo, right? And your Herc has a lead. Like I feel like at that point, if you're gonna be there really often, he can kind of put like one ward here, but then he can also ward the blue. Just because you're gonna be around, so I feel like he's less of a threat.
Yeah.
And just getting the timer is important to be able to play off that. But yeah, it can be awkward if like you're trying to ward their blue, but then you're also really susceptible to ganks. You kind of gotta like know, I guess, if stuff is invadable in the first place.
Right.
But if he's gonna ward blue, then you can also help him like warding his lane too, like put a ward under, like over here under for him.
Yeah, I think we just called gold here because we like poked him out in mid and we had double hunter.
Yeah.
Mm,
Double
so
hunter's
just
always good to
push.
pull. You can like even if they showed up, you can reset really easily.
Yeah. That'll be another thing,
Can I
like
TP?
in team fights, just helping with target priority, like when we get to like more
Yeah,
even team fights.
that's the thing with Circuit. Like I've said it before on stream, I think, but like I don't know if you'd say you have a struggle or anything in general, but like team fights, some gods are just so much easier or better for team fights than others. Like Circuit's just tough because you can die in front of the whole team, like I said. But if you're like a Hunbats
Yeah.
and they're grouped, like they get punished for that type of thing, right? And he's also good in the 1v1s. But I do feel like when you go a little tankier, Circuit's kind of fine in that sense.
Right.
I don't know if you want help with like mechanical stuff, but like ulting that guy rather than taunting is just better because you're CCVing obviously.
You mean off this Cerner assault?
Yeah, rather than doing it
Yeah.
for the taunt, you can just ult him. And you're immunity and also hitting him. Yeah, it's also interesting the difference between like like ranked and comp, you know, for like advice.
Yeah.
But yeah, when trying to do objectives, you can always look at your like solo laners like TP.
Yeah, we
Try to set
I
up
think we
TPs for him
play
too.
around that generally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we like plan around it where we're like, oh, we're gonna do this because its TP up is up. But if we're like talking about it, it always comes
Yeah.
up whether it like what this whole both solo laners TPs are at.
Some stuff can end up being very like readable if you do it constantly, but you can always have set plays like If you guys have a lead in duo side or in general and you want to force a gold, just always have your guy like upgrade his TP by like at 10 minutes or something, you know? You just
Gotcha.
TP over after a wave and just do gold. Or force a fight there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of good if people fight into you. I feel like that's the best way to snowball games. If people, if you can get a fight for yourself where you're like odd numbered, like people come to defend the gold, but you're not even trying to do it. You're just looking for kills. It's like
Yeah.
the best way to snowball games is when they defend it and you kill them and then do gold too. Oh, unlucky. Guess you weren't really there for that. Hmm. Got a brawl going on here.
Yeah.
I guess we can look at this one. I don't really care that much how it's started and everything, even though I don't know if it's like right or not.
Yeah.
But let's see. I think this is good. You're a little committed, but I mean, you're just slow. It might not be worth to go back in. I don't know if you see
Yeah, I
it or
kind of just
not.
saw like Thana dump his old kid and thought,
Yeah,
whatever.
it's fine. In general, you're 5-0, and dying here is just not worth it at all. You end up
Right.
living, and it was fine. You guys kind of already got a kill, and you could just get out too. I don't know. It's weird. You still had ults, but no blink. Wait, did you have blink there?
Yeah, I blink ulted the
Oh yeah.
Thana.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't have a blink at the like start on the Mori.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
The Morgan.
Right. Yeah, it's not like the worst thing ever. I just think you were a little poked from the Mori already, or Morgan kill. If you weren't poked at all, it'd probably be fine. It's probably still fine. It's just when you're really fed, it in a weird way, you kind of want to play your life a little. If it's not like if that was to start a fight, I think it could be okay. But you guys already kind of fought and like won it. I feel like. You guys are trying to set up around gold now. I think playing up there is fine. I don't know if you knew if other people could be there or not. I guess it could have got sketchy. Um.
Yeah, I think this fight goes bad if I remember, but
Yeah, I think they have a word on gold, which is just bad off the start. I think because it's really obvious to see like if you're on it or people's positioning that way. Maybe we can just watch it out first and then see. But good one in the back. Let's see.
Pog.
Yo, come on, thanks for the sub.
yeah, I just get shit on by Horus here. I was so annoyed.
Yeah, horse can be pretty annoying for Sir Cat. Just a lot of lockdown. I think in general, let's get back to the situation. You guys are blue team, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Is this a sentry? What's this word even? I just. My cat's blocking the pause button. I don't know. Okay. Like just for the gold. Maybe you guys just think the game's free because you're like farming or not, or like you're up A1, you know. But like and you don't think they'll contest because of it. But there's just no ward vision, so you can't even tell if they're coming
Right.
in. And they happen to have a ward on you. I can't tell if this is a sentry or not.
I mean, it probably wasn't. Or I think it actually was a sentry, but it just didn't catch the one
Yeah, it
that
just
was
didn't
like
catch on
back there.
vine, which is pretty actually unlucky. I guess it's just better to put it like more in the center.
Yeah.
But yeah, on objectives, it's really awkward for jungle. You don't have blink, so it makes some sense. I don't know if these timers are completely accurate or not. I think your blink's down from the mid foot.
Yeah.
But without blink, it makes a little more sense to be on the gold. But at the same time, if they could just 2-man it or like 3-man it with Marty. Marty's not there either, so I guess it's a little
Yeah,
greedy in that
Marty got
sense.
poked before this. I remember like
Yeah,
thinking I
yeah.
should like have to help DPS.
So if he's not there, you need to be extra careful, especially without wards. I would just have you sit here and just spot if people are coming in, see if they can 2-man, and if they can't, then I'd get off it, to be honest. But
Okay.
yeah, I feel like generally that's just good for the jungle to do. Maybe not always be here, but either like on the side to see if they're gonna walk in, you can set up for a fight. I think your team is maybe just pulling the trigger because Marty's not there, and I don't really know if you can push waves. That's always like a fine thing to do in the meantime, or just, like do green and wait for him or something. But one of the like most annoying things about jungle is getting stuck on an objective that you like can't even commit to, and then trying to fight after.
Yeah.
At least you're not tanking, you didn't get low, but you're still kind of like walking up in front of them. I feel like you did a pretty good job still. But the entire, like, Jane just got so poked, the fight's gonna be hard to go well.
Yeah. I think he was tanking.
Yeah, he was tanking the
Here.
whole time.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Okay. No worries. Yes, okay, I'm just doing coaching. MTR was interested too. Although I might be a noob coacher, so we'll just see how it goes, basically. The early game felt weird to say stuff for. But I think when it gets to objectives in team fights, it's a lot easier. At least. Oh yeah, I never actually watched that podcast. Yeah, thanks again. Come on for the 6 months, dude. How's your day going? In general, I think I don't know. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I was gonna say, I don't know if I'm the best, like, detail guy for, like, specific pathing and stuff. I don't think that's true. I'm actually pretty good at that stuff, but. Could have
Alright,
memorized it.
hello? Sorry,
Yo,
I'm back.
no
I'm good
problem.
now.
You ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, just about, like, objectives for junglers. Yeah, it's just awkward to be caught on the objective when it comes into a fight. Like, being stuck in the pit just makes you a target, and in general, I feel like you never want to be a target for the team to go on. Like I said, I think you still played the fight well. Like, you double taunted, got an ult on that guy, and got out without taking too much damage. But ended up, like, net result was okay. But for you, I think. But like, yeah. As a frontliner, it's slightly different because you're not always playing the circuit side. But as a whole, like, I think jungle is one of the worst roles for the team to get on. Like, you're saying how you want to go on the Thana, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of the same thing for you too. Giving an easy spot for them to go on you is like, just not ideal. I don't really know what happened over here.
This is just kind of general shenanigans that happen at this level.
Yeah. Just chain running into him. Yeah, I guess they're gonna pull gold here. Okay, they don't feel strong to do it. This ward was unlucky, but I do think it's important to see if they're pathing in, so you could have just sat up and looked for them at least. Just a little greedy to do without Marty.
Yeah. I think we were still in the
And no
mindset, like
wards.
our soul laner was rotating over, and we had
Yeah,
Bell
yeah, sure.
Hunter, just didn't give enough thought to our Marty having to back off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think more than that, you also should just consider what they're trying to do. Jeez, I can't speak. What they're trying to do, like if they're gonna contest or not,
Mm-hmm.
and how like it's good to think like how you want to fight if they're contest or if you want to fight at all. But those can be tough. I think I would consider if you want to fight at all, and then like considering a specific fight, like who you want to go on is good too. Okay, so I assume you guys are probably gonna group up and look for gold again. You're just playing aggressive and being annoying, which I think's good, as long as your team can back you up. You guys still don't have the best wards, but they're a bit better. You have these two at least. And this time you kind of are playing up looking for them. So I do like that. Terra got in, but that's kind of inevitable. I think you could walk back and kill her, probably, which you probably do. Herc is doing his thing, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how he got in that Horus TP, man.
Yeah, that's unlucky. They were maybe chaseable if you knew where they went, but I mean it's fine not to
Yeah,
just go
I just didn't know
fire.
where they went. I just didn't know
Yeah,
where the Horus
it can be
construction
hard to
went.
see. Dude, this guy has been zoning for so long.
Yeah.
This point is just kind of a bit overextension, I think.
Yeah,
Like these kills are
Kinda.
just not important at all.
I think I get out, but somebody else dies for me.
Yeah. You guys also could just like have easily run and done objectives type of thing.
Yeah.
It's hard not to get baited in by like the Herc who's like way up there, but the Kruckle was definitely at least running to Pyro and getting mid tower. The Jingwei did do that. She's like, we could look at it, I guess, but like if you guys aren't gonna chase these kills, which is probably correct not to, honestly, I would instantly run to fire because they went wherever, but they need a back and they're not strong. So I'd instantly try to get to the other side. This Herc's just probably
Gotcha.
calling for you to come to him and like fight the Morgan, which is whatever. But I would be a little hesitant and try not to chase him too much. I think I mean you guys lived, kind of. Marty died or whatever.
Yeah,
Right?
I got out, but Marty did.
Yeah. That's how it goes. It's just a bit, like, this guy definitely went too deep for zoning and everything.
Mhm.
You could have just played like a bit more objective-minded and got guaranteed got the pyro. It might have been an okay fire call even. But that's, honestly, fire probably not. Poor Marty. Yeah, but pretty much all the wards now should be on this side of the map and your whole team should be trying to group here. They do pull the pyro. Maybe you could be skipping some camps to get here.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably should have just been around
You
time.
could
I
have
think
skipped backs, but I don't know if you know if they're like actually on it or not.
I did, but I just thought I'd have time.
Yeah. I mean, it ended up being fine. You guys probably could pull fire. Maybe not fire. Playing up for kills isn't a bad idea. I guess you have double hunter, right?
Yeah, we have double hunter and their guy was in left. I think we pull it.
They're trying to contest. Playing up's good. Your team goes for kills. I think they should have stayed on it in this scenario. That's probably on you if you want to say like to them if you're trying to kill or not.
Right.
But I don't know if you saw
I
the
think-
CERN or not.
Yeah, we knew CERN was left like the whole time, and we just like overchased for kills
Mhm.
instead of sticking it.
Yeah, that's a big issue here. This CERN, if you knew he was there, then I would say for sure to try to like the big thing is to call the targets that are important to come in. This Horus alone, he's not gonna do anything. I think Terra was dead, right? Yeah, you guys killed Terra and Pyro.
Yeah, from Pyro, yeah.
If Horus walks in alone, I don't think he'll literally do anything, and you, I guess he's hard to CC. Maybe he can hit your carries. Maybe, but like you kind of went on them, and I think you alone could have zoned guaranteed Thana.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it gets awkward if he like ults and goes in. I think for sure you guys should have stayed on it your 3 carries.
Yeah. I don't know how I ended up here, but
Yeah, I'm trying to. You guys were fighting over here.
yeah, I think I just went back in for no
Look, I
reason.
mean, it's probably not a huge deal. I just think this is the big mistake.
Yeah,
This guy
well,
wanted to stay on
dropping-
it, but
Yeah.
like he has the right idea, but it was just too late by then. I think you probably should have gone to the Horus the whole time. wonder if his 3 was up. But you probably weren't gonna kill the Morgan. Oh, you're just backing and they caught you. Okay. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I missed something.
Wonder if you would have killed him. You had hold.
Mm,
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah, beats him. Okay. Yeah. It's pretty tough in these situations. Like, you kind of have a split second to decide. But that's why, like, ideally if you have a goal for, like, the objective,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of decide it by, like, I mean, it's just, like, taking the fight's not bad if you can get kills and just go back.
Right.
But taking the fight to chase out, I think, is, like, that's, like, the worst case scenario for it going wrong, potentially. Because, like, even jumping on these guys, like, getting off, it's not ideal, but you guys could have easily just run back and done it. Right after, like, you could force Thanos ult, and because that guy can't
Yeah.
walk in anymore. And Terra's still dead, and worst case, like, Herc can just keep out Morgan always. I'm pretty sure the Herc has no threat on him. So I think it was still free. But the full chase was really bad. But objectives are just, like, some tough, like, that's not really jungle. I mean, it's just more like a team thing, I guess.
Yeah.
You
It's
can
hard to
definitely
get
say
everybody
that.
like in sync.
Yeah. Like, any one person can make them in sync, especially the jungler.
Mm-hmm.
But in a scenario, like, in most scenarios where, like, the enemy team is tethered to something, like Phoenix defenses or like a Fire Giant where they're odd man and, like, they know you're the one pressuring it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to stick by that thing because they have to go there. You don't really, there's no reason to actually chase them.
Gotcha.
They're literally forced to come to you already. So, like, going out a little and, like, forcing stuff like this play was it was actually fine. It was always going to be good. As soon as you go back to, like, where they're tethered to, also, like, they have to come back to you. We went to blink. Sheesh.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that in the game.
VOP. Okay, you guys going back to fire. Herc has 3, so you know it's a 4v2. Frenzied. It looks like you're just gonna commit because
Yeah, I
last
think
time
we
you got
just
off.
coin flip this.
Ben is looking for steal. He was a little close, but I mean that was pretty good. I like the commit. You see 3 just committing, like, the chances Horus and Thanos are really low in general. They don't have to, like,
Yeah.
ult in and scythe it or something. The Morgan ended up making her way, so I don't know if when you guys had wards, you probably should, like, a good rule of thumb is, like, when you're running to objectives, just drop your wards anywhere on the way, at least. You would have seen, like, Thana walk in if you guys could have warded here. Same with Morgan. But yeah, like, maybe you would have gone on him to make sure he can't steal, but I don't know. I think the way you did it was fine too. Just having the more information's never that bad, so. There haven't really been that many fights here, I will say, like team fights to talk about.
Yeah.
Let's see what the next one's up with. In general, I think it is pretty good to split with Herc and Circuit. I think you guys have gone ahead of yourself and you've kind of missed the wave. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys should always push this and then go forward.
Right. I
Cause
think
that's just
I
your
don't
team
remember
getting
what we were
towers.
talking about at this point, or if we were
It looks like
talking
you
about
wanted to go
5-man
get
grouping or
wards up or
something.
something. Yeah, you might go 5-man group. Even still, I just kind of see it as a role of a jungler. It's not always best for the jungler to do, but it's super easy to be the wave pusher because you kind of want to come into lights or fights later on,
Mm-hmm.
as a whole, and it kind of lets you come in later. But even if Herc's with you, it's fine, and you guys just 2v2 push up mid to give you a little more security. But this wave should always be pushed. Because even if you don't want to push the mid wave and you want a 5-man group, it just makes your next tower push better with your team or faster.
Gotcha.
Because you could have had a wave here, or walking up now, like everybody has to walk back and clear the wave and just buys. It gives them a little more extra time. And sometimes the 5-man thing doesn't go quite as well, and you should have a wave mid that you can go kind of hit tower alone and threaten it and like spread them out a bit. There's technically a lot you can do on sieges, but getting waves up is like it's kind of like base requirement, I think, for like every siege almost. Because it just gives you extra options always.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. I do think if you guys are playing for fights, I wouldn't even mind the Herc walking to your position and just going behind them.
Yeah, I think usually he did, but our like last frame
Yeah.
like he was like playing flanker like,
Yeah.
as well as yours, so we just had no front line. We just kinda
Yeah,
kept
yeah.
flankering
It's
down.
awkward. I don't know about flanker. It's like a... It kind of is that. But it's kind of like collapsing on them in my opinion. Like, you guys have 3 people here. I guess Thanak could have gone forward. But, I mean, you could play back with your team if you want. You'd have a Umoja, so if they dive you, I don't think it's that big a deal. But if he just walks in here, they have to instantly, like, kind of worry about him, and either he gets a blink engage, or they kind of peel off the tower and you get tower for free. In my opinion, that's like how it would go.
Gotcha.
So I feel like it's really OP for sieging to do that because I don't know. I don't know why I'm thinking of this tether thing, you know, but they're kind of tethered to the tower, like defending it, or if they leave, it's just free. But
Right.
I think for sieges, it's really good too, like Phoenixes. If you have a Phoenix down, I always think it's good for you in the solo laner to go around and like siege mid if Ray was down, and like threaten them from the side,
Gotcha.
so they don't get like free reign and they're kind of like corralled almost like
Mm-hmm.
onto one side of the Phoenix. It's way easier to play the fight when they're way more grouped up like that. I'm just gonna fast forward until we get to fighting. You guys are waiting for fire. Sonic has you got all the towers, just good. Your ward version's not ideal right now. That's what you guys are trying to do. You still have 2 sentries. One of you should for sure sentry on fire. I mean, this ward's good that you put though. But out of all the wards you guys put, you didn't put a single one on fire, which is definitely like, if you're the one
Yeah,
pulling, that's
not
like
great.
that's a requirement too. It might be hard to see both these. I mean, this ward would get both, but you don't really know that. But sometimes you even want 2 wards on fire. He doesn't
Yeah,
have a brace
especially
or
now
anything.
the pit is bigger now.
Yeah, it's awkward because I think this used to block vision, but I don't know if it still does. I don't think it does actually. But yeah, we still have 1 sentry on Herc. You guys definitely like these guys. They have 2 wards on fire. They could play as far back as they want, really, assuming it's not far enough where you can just burst it. But they have no reason to walk up because they just know you're not doing fire. I don't know if he's actually trying to back, but probably not ideal spot either. But yeah, they'll just never walk up. There's no threat until it's pulled, at least. But they know you. It's pulled too, and no health. I'm gonna 1v1 on the Kern, which I actually like a lot. Oh dang.
Yeah, I
You
can
can
get over
jump
the
the
wall.
wall. Yeah, if you're a little more patient, you probably could have killed him. But like, to be able to find a 1v1, I think is just good on Circuit late game, because, like I said, the more grouped up they are, the worse it is for you, in my opinion. Oh. I do think this was maybe a slight over chase. You might be able to do fire in the time anyway, though. Oh. Big stop. Yeah. This scenario just looks so awkward already at this point. With the fire health and
Yeah.
where they are. I feel like there's like no way to stop these guys. I was thinking
Yeah,
maybe
they
you
got.
should have just gone to the CERN and killed him, but
Yeah, just go past them maybe.
their whole team would have walked in to fire.
I think we coin flip it when they get this one.
Yeah, they just do it. It's just super awkward. I do think if you have a guaranteed kill, like these hunters don't have to commit to the fire ever if you walk up, and you can just say you're gonna kill CERN and play it a bit slower and just get the kill. But yeah, I also think like in general, you guys kind of lost your window a bit. Like this whole fight happened, you guys didn't get a single kill, but you did force them out. And force like shells and stuff. Like they're already really low. If you and this Herc are the only ones playing up and these three run fire, it's guaranteed fire. Like you'll never not get it. I guess it's kind of what happened. Just a little late.
Yeah, I just remember wanting to recommit to the fire because I got CERN's relics.
Yeah, I think recommitting is good. I actually, yeah, I'm sure you're too focused on the tanks at this point.
Yeah.
If you found
For
this guy
free
or this
farm.
Morgan, the chance of them stealing is really, really low. I wouldn't care about the Terra at all. I wouldn't care about the horse either. It feels like you want to stop them, but these are the scenarios that are bad as a jungler. Kind of what I'm saying, like if you're like I don't know, there's not your targets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they can be your targets only if they're killable. But since you guys are coming to fire, you're just kind of to like delay, which I guess like there's merit to it, but it's not even low at this point. So the timing's a little off anyway, assuming they were the only people in. But I think your targets just have to be these three as a
Yeah,
whole.
I think it probably just tunnel vision. Just walking back and like seeing the two tanks.
Yeah, it's
Get
hard.
on my back line.
It's a hard choice to make. I would even hit the Morgan too, by the way, rather than try to secure yourself.
Yeah.
It's just like worst case scenario is coming to fire, then like not getting it as a jungler. Like mages and stuff, they just kind of have to use their buttons, but at least you can get kills, and you're kind of threatening and making it harder for him to steal. But when you're trying to come to fire, their mage should always be your #1 target, because he's the
Gotcha.
steal
Yeah, his
threat.
version can steal, yeah.
I don't know if he got it. They put a bomb down, I think. That might have got it. Or did you guys put the bomb down?
I think that was our bomb. Oh
Okay.
yeah, our Nemo just said he double bombed it at like 5k and still didn't get it.
Ah, dang. Is this a pause?
Afterwards. He probably, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But I would have hit the Suket. Or just, sorry,
Or the
hit the
Morgan,
Morgan,
yeah.
yeah. Or Kern. I would make that always my goal. And if you're like going to this guy and a side's left open, these guys should just play safer. Because you're getting a guaranteed kill. And then
Yeah, I
your
think
goal should be to regroup
at the
after your kill.
time, like I knew Herc was like stuck on the CERN,
Hmm.
and we just didn't have vision of Morgan, so I was just like
Yeah, yeah.
tunnel
He was
visioning all
off
the
map.
tanks.
He actually played pretty smart by sitting here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, maybe that means you should just run to the Kern.
Yeah.
But if their front line's coming up, that means their carries are gonna come up too. Most of the time. Uh, and in general, I feel like you take like a 50-50 over their frontliners. But you should like, you could sit up here. Like you could have never left this rock, I think, and spotted the pathing. Because Herc had pathing on the right side, right?
Yeah, yeah. He was
So your goal
just
should be like,
never.
okay, who can come in? Kern, he's on Kern, and he'll, like we have these wards to see if like Morgan would come this way. You just sit here, wait for Morgan. If he never walks in, like at some point, you should come back and like maybe hit the frontliners when you're getting
Yeah.
close to secure. But uh, yeah, you should try to keep sight of the targets that you want to go on.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely tough. I've for sure gotten lost and gone hitting the like tanks, and I'm like, okay, we lost because I just hit tanks only.
Right.
But you got to try to think it constantly. Unless you're like I said, like you're double hunter, and if you like CC a frontliner in front of your hunters, that's like alone, he will die. But
Yeah, they were just DPSing fire at that
yeah,
time.
they're
So
not playing for kills, so I think it's just kind of not much point to it. Okay, sorry, I don't want to. Let's unpause now. You guys elect to siege because you killed 2, even though they fire. I think it's the correct call. Let's see. You don't really play to hit it either until it's actually guaranteed, which is good. So you can go on them if they walk up at all. I mean, you still got a Phoenix. It's not like the worst result, right?
yeah.
You could have maybe got fire and ended the game, but like the kills made it fine. That's why in those scenarios when it gets hectic, uh, it's just never that bad to go for kills for you. Unless your team's just hard gonna lose the fight, you know?
Right.
Then it feels weird,
Because
but
I think a lot of times on objectives, I'm like probably thinking about it too much and like just trying to like control space instead of like just going for kills.
yeah. I mean,
Being too
controlling
like in my
space
head about it.
is good. It just depends like who you're controlling it from. Like
Right.
if you're being Serket and you're just sitting here and you're not even doing anything, but the Morgan is sitting here and he's not walking up and you're just staring at him, like that's fine. That's
Yeah.
good space control.
It's just bad when I'm like standing in front of their tanks and their tanks
Yeah,
walk past.
you don't get much value of that. They either walk past or they hit you, and like a carry comes by and hits you from behind and like takes all your health. Let's see. I like this choice. The horse is low, but you still want a Morgan. Definitely just good. Jumping in could be sketchy, but
Yeah, I just remember wanting to spread the poison.
oh yeah. That's fair. I do think you should like your life's just important there, but you guys win the fight anyway, and like Thana had to commit to kill you.
We I think we end here.
Whatever you do, like your goal should just be play like as many kills as possible, I guess.
Gotcha.
But spreading poison, I don't know if it's that important. Like staying alive for another set of cooldowns, like another set of taunt would be really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy was gonna die anyway, I think, right? The Morgan.
Oh yeah, probably. I just didn't know the spacing of like my back
Yeah,
line and their
but
like,
you're a
ability
little
to hit
tanky.
him.
It's not that bad. Like the only reason you got these other 2 kills is because you went in.
Right.
So I wouldn't worry about that too much. I just think you guys probably could have slowed just a little and would have been pretty similar result.
Gotcha.
Alright. The pause. Yeah, I don't know if there was anything like okay, the only other thing for late game fights, I didn't actually look at your warding, but it's nice to like, especially if you want to play on the side a little. Like you had a sentry here, I think I remember you put. Oh, it doesn't show me on the map. You can see my mouse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a sentry here, and it definitely is nice if you're gonna play in a spot to put a sentry there, and kind of sit on it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I don't know if there's anything I missed or not.
The stuff around objectives was really helpful
Yeah.
because it's just like different from the way I was thinking about it.
Yeah, your focus should always be on the carries, I think. And honestly, especially in this meta that we're in, I mean, it's always been the case, but kills are just kind of like supreme a little bit. Like, especially when you're double hunter, one kill just means you have so much threat on the fire, and they have to keep walking in, and you can keep playing for kills if you really want.
Right.
Uh, but I think your position, like your teams and your own position, should be around the objective more, like the one over chase on it and stuff, you know.
Okay.
And your focus should be on the carries for sure.
Yeah. There is a second game. I don't know if you want to do it
I mean, I'm down
today
to
or
it.
some other time.
It's
Okay.
you. You wanna do it now?
Yeah, yeah. We this was it's against the same team.
Okay. Let me just go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay. Guess it's just you and me now, chat. I've taken over the Sanford Soccer 2 stream. You guys will be sentenced to eternity of watching my diamond scrims. I will not be saying Cheza. There is 0 chance.
That can't be that bad.
I put the second match ID.
Alright.
This game, I think I just got like a lot of last hits, so my slash line looks really good, but like we trolled like so many fights. Just like not playing them correctly or like positioning well or taking them at the right times.
Wait, say it again?
I got like a lot of last hits this game, so my slash line looks really good, but like we
Oh, yeah.
trolled like so many fights.
Yeah. I mean, I think the main one was the first fire when the Kern was pushing. It's really awkward because, like, Hunter, like, he's kind of making you guys force the issue.
Hmm.
And if you, like, mess it up, it feels pretty bad. Because he's just getting so much farm. Like, your Hunter, like, I mean, that's sitting on teams and, like, their Hunter just gets ahead of yours. And then your Hunter is kind of, like, feeling a little weird because he just, like, lost a bunch of farm to group. And it's stuff like that. It just gets awkward.
Yeah. Picks and bans could be worth watching, but it's gonna take a while. I think
Um,
I like
I wish there was a way to speed it up. If you had a picture of it, like,
yeah, I don't think we do.
that'd
Have
be
a look.
easier. Maybe we could go through it a little if you want.
No, we don't. We don't have a picture of it.
It's not that long. Maybe we could let it play out and see. I don't know if I'll have that much to say necessarily.
Yeah, it's just kind of
I mean, do you have any questions? Like, always happy
I
to
guess
try to
just
answer
like
them.
I don't know. It's like easy if you're like first picking something. Like if you just want Thor, Susanna, or Surcat, it's
Sure.
like easy to first pick those things. But like when you kind of have like more stuff to play around, it's like hard for me to decide. I kind of like just default to a couple of things.
Yeah. So you're kind of like trying to figure out the like what you should focus on in drafts, like of what you want to go counter
Yeah.
type of thing.
I am back, bitches.
Sorry. Thanks for the 29 monthly free. Yeah. It's tough because there's not just one dimension thing, like one thing you can look at and be like, yeah, this is what I want to focus
Hmm.
on. Like you can, especially if your team has like a set identity of what you want to do, and you said like you go through like duo and stuff like that. Like, uh, so maybe you only want to play duo. You can look at like their ADC. Like say you got the last pick in the draft. You could look at their ADC and be like, oh, I'll just pick somebody who like, or their support too. I'll just pick somebody who can kill these characters easily. And like that's all I care about. Like that can be fine. You can focus on like jungle matchups. So you can play your like 1v1.
Yeah, I think that's what I end up going after is like the jungle 1v1 more often.
Yeah, that's like a pretty obvious one. That's good. You're not always gonna be in a situation to force that. Like,
Yeah, I think that like makes me tunnel vision a lot more instead of like trying to
mhm.
like just play the team fight like normally. I
Yeah,
guess I
yeah,
like
because there's
flexible
that.
1v1.
And then also if they have pressure throughout the game, like in lanes, it's really hard to like play up. Like you can fight their jungler and their jungler in their jungle if you win the 1v1 really hard. But you can't really do it if you're losing like mid and solo pressure. You're trying to go to their solo side jungle. Like they're just gonna collapse on you and kill you probably, right? Like
Gotcha.
stuff like that too. So it can be tough. It is easiest, like you're saying, to just have a god that you're fine with first picking, like Thor, or like I feel like Hunbats. Like they just don't have bad matchups generally. Like you can play into most things. So
Yeah.
it's like obviously you're confident like Serket. So yeah, that makes it really simple. Um, but it's tough. Like you don't need the perfect pick. You just need something that like you don't want to get owned by their picks. And outside of that, I feel like you can do kind of whatever.
Gotcha.
Dude, this thing is so slow. I wish there was like a fast forward
I know,
button
yeah,
for.
because it like keeps the bank time like recorded. It's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, I mean that's fine that it does that, but it'd be nice to have an option to like not have that part. Your name does seem familiar. I feel like I have seen you before in games.
I don't know. My main account isn't. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I think we played on what's it called? Test server, PTS.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that might
remember
be
the
it. Yeah,
Mercury
yep, yep,
debacle with the
yep.
skin thing? Yeah,
Were you were the one crashing or you were one picking Merc?
that was the one picking Merc.
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Okay, that's probably what I remember from. I mean, we're almost there now, right? So, do you pick Lodi
Hopefully.
last?
Yeah, I believe so. I ended up picking like last picking on bets.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a god. Like, that's always just good in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
there's not gonna be much that's gonna just be bad for him. Um, the only issues I've really had in general are like he can have a little bit of low pressure, but I feel like he's a fine anti-pressure god just because your ult. You can always like find kills with it. I feel like. So you're
Mhm.
you're just a threat on the map regardless. If you like don't have the most damage.
Right.
Uh, but yeah. Maybe if you're losing pressure everywhere, like the enemy team is hyper pressure and they have a jungle matchup that like runs you down too, it can feel bad. Like in the meta where there was like Osiris's and stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
Meat shield.
yeah. You just don't have too much threat to them. Oplash. Do you guys play Oplash? No.
No.
Okay. I was
No.
like,
Silly little hunter player hovering outpatch. Outwash.
yeah, that's good. Terra.
Yeah, I think we just we just wanted to play around the like Terra, Merlin,
Hmm.
Hunbats, big circles.
Yeah, it's just so easy to team fight that way, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
it's really straightforward. And then you also have like CC of the Horus to play off of. Terra's like solid CC.
Yeah, it was like a little awkward when we first started playing Double Hunter to like, because we had been like used to playing just with like traditional mages.
Yep.
It's like the hunters are like single target for the most part, so
Yeah, it's weird.
I was still kind of playing like facilitator jungles to like try to set up for the mages, and then like
Hmm.
the big damage wouldn't come through, so I just started playing like stuff like a 1v1 the backline
Yeah.
or the
Yeah, I
other
think
team's
that's just
backline.
good. Like Han just fits every comp well, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes when you're a god that's like you could be a Fenrir and it could work. Like if you can ult somebody and get them like actually pick them up if they don't have beads. And double hunter, like they'll die to the hunters
Yeah,
guaranteed.
yeah.
But times where you can't, your team's just so single target that if you're not just able to kill the guy in front of you, you just lose the game.
We can go for it now. I have the. I can just look at the whatever. They pick
Oh, sure.
they pick Cupid.
Kama Cupid and you and Hun bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I do think Kama is a good matchup for Hun in general, just because you can ult your ult
Mm-hmm.
and jump a button, but like, he's still just fine. I mean, Circuit was banned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, it would be like a home run, like, Circuit pick, I feel like. I feel like it farms Kama, it's good into Yumeja Herc both. Banned to keep it ult, I guess. What would I think about playing? I would consider like a Wheelix maybe. Cupid ult makes me maybe not want to play that. You kind of want to be able to escape from Umoja. I'm trying to think what else there is, like, but it's not really that card. I don't know. Maybe Nem is okay. You guys have
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
think we were.
CC.
Yeah, we were talking about Nem. I remember just for like the Herc, just blow up the Herc.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm not too
I
sure.
was just
You
worried about
could,
the Cupid ult for the
yeah,
Nem.
yeah. It's a little awkward. Maybe you could have gone a Wing Blade, or even your team could have gone a Sprint or something, but
Right.
I don't know if you'd want to do that necessarily.
Oh yeah, we're on their side because we're
Oh,
red
yeah,
team.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. The map's just flipped, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Oh, Hebo. Hebo could have been okay. I don't know if he was. I mean, it's good to keep it, but it's not actually that good into the rest of their team, I feel like.
I think Kibo is banned.
Yeah, somebody said it was banned anyway. But even still, I just don't know if it's that good. I mean, their guys are just Kama, Yuhong are just annoying a little bit. Like, in some sense, they can be bad for Han, but you're just fighting the fight. And even if, like, they ult your ults or anything like that, kind of doesn't matter. I do think this is just the correct start on Hun for sure. The start just
Yeah.
feels nice going to Chalice too. You went to last game too, huh? Wait, you went this on
No,
Sprout,
I
right?
went
Or no?
no, I went Protector.
Oh,
And,
okay, okay.
Circuit.
Yeah, Predator's probably better, especially with your defense.
Yeah.
But I just saw you had a Chalice too later on, so I thought maybe you wanted to.
Yeah, I think I usually get Chalice like on tier 2 trans back most of the time.
Yeah, that's probably fine. It's so nice to start with Chalice with this build.
Yeah.
It's like a little weak. I was gonna mention starting your 3. I'm pretty sure the 2 starts better just because you affect the wave better. Your 3 just
Right.
hits 4 rather than 6, but the 3 is better for camp clear. I just don't think it actually matters right now in this meta.
Yeah, I think I got my jump here and almost die. I think I like jump wrong.
Yeah. Oh, up down.
Yeah.
Killed each other in solo.
Yeah, they reversed the matchup. Just did the same matchup, but
Yeah,
opposite
yeah.
players.
Funny. Yeah, I mean, maybe if you had your 2 and 3, you could have full committed to the wave and just hit it, but it's sketchy. They're kind of winning the poke trade now. You guys probably could have just played it slower, like. You either could full commit to wave and try to 3, but. I mean, the Merlin's, like. If you're not fighting on this wave, it doesn't actually matter who hits 3 first. Because mids aren't even up till the next wave, right?
Yeah.
You get 3 off the second wave, off the third wave is when mids are up. And your Merlin Hun, the chance of you killing those two is really low, so you don't have to actually be aggressive on the wave, I feel like. Playing for clear, I think, is good when you have kill potential. Otherwise, if they just have it, then yeah, I think you just play it safer. I don't know why I'm on this Merlin. Okay, you backed for this. I generally do like this back timing.
Yeah, just get tier 2 trans and then you can like walk up the blue buff.
Yeah, it lets you not be late enough to invade their blue if you want. And you have the spike if their jungler didn't take it. He didn't. He went backs to backs. I think that's okay for him, but it's really greedy. It's like the greediest thing you can do. This guy looks really hard to kill to me. I would have just done blue. You don't really know where Chem is though.
I think we get this somehow. Yeah, we do.
The horse who got it.
I remember I got wing shard here just for like moments like this where you
Yeah.
don't have cooldowns trying to box him.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, honestly. I thought it was good. I was gonna say, I don't think you guys should let this guy run at you.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. They were like on 2 different pages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little weird. Yeah, I think you shouldn't have gone to the Herc, just because he looked pretty hard to kill. I guess he was low mana, so it made you wanna... But, I mean, you guys got a little lucky to get the blue. I just think you could have maybe ran there, then, done it. You don't really know where the chem is, though, I guess. But worst case, your horse just has pressure, and you can delay for him. I don't know if you found this in general, but for the blue spawns, okay, maybe just think about that. In general, you should be careful about the even if he's 1 HP, or like you get a kill like right before blue, you should just always think about his TP.
Right.
There's been so many times like I just kind of like recognize it now, but like even like last year or whatever, where I don't know, maybe that's not right, but like in comp where you like get a kill, probably not last year, it was just a bit ago, where like you get a kill and you're like, okay, we should be able to invade off this, and then the guy's just full HP, like bought like in a T2 even, and just there ready to fight, and you get chased out to like your own blue now, because they're just way
Yeah.
stronger because you got a full back off. Okay. Oh. Burst map. This guy's going for a gank. You're here with ults and blink. I'd go on the Cupid probably. You'll kill the image. I would have played hard for the Cupid kill. I think your dash was down actually, huh?
Replay it. I don't remember.
You did just jump there. It's a little bit. You jumped here. I mean, the Cupid's really low mana.
Yeah, I think I just wanted to get there in time.
Yeah, that's
So I
fair.
was jumping
Oh
in
no, I
there.
bugged the health bars, dude. This is so annoying.
Spectator, let's go.
Okay, did it fix it?
Yeah, it looks good.
Nice. Yeah. You're just trying to rush to get the ult for him. I think the Kema should always ult your ult anyway. I would try to kill the Cupid and then go to Yemoja after, or potentially Kema. I think if you were trying to blink on the Cupid, you would have killed him for sure.
Yeah, I think I don't know, I didn't put much thought into it.
But it's, yeah, it's whatever. You still gotta kill him. It's weird when you go to do it, cause like, maybe not at this point, but in general, uh, like when you have 5 and they're 4 still and stuff like from that point and like earlier, the support's the easier person to kill,
Yeah.
but like you'd rather be killing the ADC, so if you think you can kill ADC, it's good to like if it can be done, it's good, but support's just the guaranteed. This doesn't really matter. Just get poked a bit. Kemi has a little head. I don't really know what from, but even in gold. Where's XP? Oh, wait, you're literally the same. Okay. I think he just did his jungle. Maybe not. I don't know. Got a kill. You punish that though. I kind of just want to get to like team fights.
Yeah, we can fast forward until whatever.
Yeah. Let's see, let's see. Yeah, I guess this game you guys weren't that strong. I mean, you invaded the first blue, so maybe you could have tried to re-invade, but you are a Hun, and it's just fine to farm it out too. A bit more.
Yeah, I think that's just where my focus was, just trying to get my trans stacked before we
Yeah.
like started pressuring
I think
anything.
it's good. Getting your trans plus Hydra Spike, like, you're really strong on Hun bats at that point. He does get a gank. It's funny, this is the time I would have done my backs. You might actually end up losing him too. Oh. Dude, I hate that Kama skin.
Dude, it's like, I don't know, it's so ugly.
It's so annoying.
My friends love it, but I can't stand it.
Yeah, I just hate the sound effects. Yeah, like, you maybe could have done backs before going to lane, but it's not a huge deal either.
Yeah, I just think I was like wanting to get the wave. Like
Yeah.
initially I was trying to get there in time for the gank
Mm,
to like see if I could help, but I just want to get the trans stacks from the wave.
yeah. Yeah, I think the red team, they're kind of just killing this guy a bunch. I think this game you guys just have a lot less pressure and kind of like just farm it up a bit more, which is fine. Maybe there's like a chance like, yeah, you could have got wards on blue or like maybe better duo wards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've been getting kills on the Cupid, so maybe you could have been around him more. If you know he's gonna be really aggressive, like you can probably punish it a bit. But I don't know. Like I said, farming up's just good. Getting your spike like you want. Let's see how close you are. What is Hydra? 1700?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, once you get those two things, you are really strong. It is awkward because they're kind of hard to kill everywhere. I do think you can kill, like, Herc. These guys are going Golden Blade. That means Solin's really easy to kill, to be honest. And this Cupid's not hard to kill either. Nice. Maybe I would have 3 during Hun ult, but it doesn't really matter that much. You just, like, guaranteed can't miss it. But yeah, maybe you should have tried to kill this guy earlier.
Like when?
When he has Golden Blade only.
Oh, okay.
Regrowth makes it really hard. But both solo winners, both games they went Golden Blade. It's like, they're pretty squishy, to be honest.
Gotcha.
But I don't think you've like been in the wrong spots. There's been a lot of fighting around duo, so it kind of pulled you over there. Which is also fine. You're just getting kills either way. Anytime you can get kills on Hun, I think you're just like things are going pretty well for you. Yeah, now you have the spikes. You're quite strong. Yuhong's probably like one of the hardest people for you to kill on their team. Maybe you could catch him with an ult, but he'll just always. Okay, this is. He just kind of ran up, huh?
Yeah.
If that guy's playing safe, I feel like he's pretty hard to kill.
Yu Huang, yeah.
Yeah. For Hun a little
So,
bit. You don't have any instant
possible.
CC to lock him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's played super aggressively. Is there word? Yeah.
Yeah, it's blue.
Yeah, I guess like, do you think about your pathing when you go places much or no?
Not really. Not like in terms of like avoiding words or like
Yeah,
love words.
it can be pretty good to do. Like I would think about what's most likely warded. Like early game for whatever reason, gold pit's almost never warded. People just don't put wards here. So that's like one of my favorite way to path through to the ganks. This spot's not that uncommon, or not that common. Like I would almost always feel like there's a ward here,
Mm-hmm.
unless your ADC has a sentry. Potentially ward here and here. And some people like to ward here, but like obviously you can't just assume they have wards everywhere. Otherwise
Yeah.
you'll just never want to gank.
Yep. Just
So I
stay in
think
base. Warded.
yeah. That's what it feels like sometimes. It feels bad, but
Yeah.
I think like pathing through green like this way is a really easy way to gank duo. And then like, cause if they're halfway up the lane here, like you killed him last time. He had a ward here and you
Yeah.
killed him still. And then also, if you just think they have everything warded, I've been like in going through lane. They have to not be there, or have to be going to like purple and coming back. So if you can understand that, you can actually path through the tower and go to here. But I guess this guy's ward there anyway. You gotta do sentry though. But yeah, pathing through tower lanes can be really good. But what's also good is you can take one path this way, like if their duo is in lane, and you can see if they react, and be like, okay, they
Mm-hmm.
probably had a ward there, then just take a different pathing. If you want to try to regank. This guy's vision shard, what the heck? I'm pretty sure vision shard's OP.
Dude, I keep hearing that from like everybody, and then everybody doesn't build it.
I'm not gonna be able to though.
It's just not fun.
There's just nothing
Not
better in
enough
the game than
shard.
vision. Like it's just so
Yeah.
broken. You can just literally like you knowing somebody there is there. Uh, like they're sitting on a ward trying to go for a gank. It's just like OP. Hmm.
I think I knew he was playing that corner, but
Yeah,
like he had backup.
didn't really
Kind of
expect it.
panicked.
Yeah, I mean you can always ult beads too. And at least you get his beads. But I guess like if they know you're ult stun, maybe that makes them want to like chase you. I found it pretty good. I can't believe this guy didn't die actually. Oh, he did. I guess they just triple ulted, so being here is kind of like appealing. Who did this pyro? I wasn't paying attention.
Just is it spawned yet? Did they do
Yeah,
it?
it's 15 minutes, so.
I don't
Who has a
know. I don't
bomb?
remember.
You mentioned it was a bomb, so they did it at
Yeah.
some point.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, maybe you could have pyro here, rather than running there, but it's been down. They're going for gold. You guys don't really have any wards on it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, we just called the turn on the Yuang here.
Yeah,
So I
I
remember
think that's
like
just a good
walking through
call.
gold,
Oh,
saying saying like, do I have backup? Can I blink ult?
oh. Yeah, I think you should have let your ult rip still, before you jumped out there. But, I mean, you have it now, you can go fight again.
Yeah.
I can't believe your 3 didn't go on him. Maybe you could evaluate your own Ash. He was kind of space for it. Yeah, I would have been like, maybe felt like taking it out there, but might not result in the kills you guys got. This guy's splitting, which I think's just good. He got up a lot of farm from it. Oh. Okay, I want to look at like an actual fight. I guess that was kind of a fight, but
Yeah, this game goes to like 40 minutes, I believe, and like the last 3 fights are all like bad by us.
okay,
Something
nice.
silly
That'd be good.
happens.
Actually wishing for bad fights for you.
Yeah.
I think you probably just overstayed here trying to like help them.
Yeah.
Little helper syndrome. Yeah, this is kind of what I said on Circuit before, but you didn't actually die. This time you did die. When you're 6-0, like, and you're like kind of thinking like, I mean, I don't really want to be here, but I could help. Like,
Right.
those are
I think
times you just get out of there.
I think I just like try to play every fight from like even, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know, like not taking an effect into account, like if I'm like that much stronger or not.
I mean, that's fair. Like, it's not that bad, but you should try to understand how the fight's going too.
Mm.
Like, even say you're even, it doesn't make like there's less risk with it because like there's no shutdown or anything,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't make the fight go well. You're still weak, and they're like winning the fight, and the only person who's low is a Herc, who you probably can't kill. Maybe you could, but you're never gonna kill the Yuhong in time.
Right.
Like if Yuhong is 1 HP and you're like suiciding for trading, like that's one thing I guess. It wouldn't be worth with like your shutdown, but like if you're even, it could be fun. But I mean, Helper Syndrome is just tough. Like when your team's like commenting about how like they're fighting and stuff, it's hard to be like, yeah,
Yeah. It's
you're
a
alone,
play
see ya.
I don't make it ranked, but if like
Yeah,
there's like people talking to me, I'm like, oh, we can do something here maybe.
yep, it's really tough. So sometimes you kind of need to get the ranked mindset and be like, I'm just too weak. I don't have ults.
Right.
What am I gonna do here? You could just like done shield camp and left. Keep his dash down. Oh, nice. What are the objectives up? You guys actually maybe could have done fire there. But it's an 18-minute fire cost, so... Alright, never mind. I always think fire's so much easier than it is. It's probably fine. You're just like hoping they're sleeping though if you're gonna do it.
Yeah. I do that with gold, where it's like 6
Yeah.
minutes and we get like we kill their support and I'm like, can we do gold, guys?
Yeah.
Do we have the damage?
It's honestly, it's just not worth it. Like,
Yeah.
unless you know nobody's coming, it can be, it's like fine. But even get it, like, it doesn't do that much for you.
Mm-hmm. I think like I started playing in season 4, so I'm just like stuck in like season 4 gold fury where you like when get
Yeah.
that one and just snowball crazy.
Yep, yep. 5-minute gold, the game must be over. I'll try to get to the fight. Let's see, gold's coming up. You guys kinda, you're what blue? You're red. You have mid
Yeah, we're not
wards and the
super
ward
grouped
here.
for this.
You're not that grouped. Your wards on gold aren't great. They've actually pushed tower. You're looking for an ult here, which is fine. I'd want to TP so badly.
Yeah, I was saying it. I was like, do I have like support if I go in?
I think I would have TP'd, but maybe you didn't know where everybody was.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
didn't know
it's
if I like
awkward. Like you
went
can,
in and would be like alone or not.
yeah. The only thing that makes it okay to TP there, in my opinion, is that like they don't have any instant CC where you just get TP'd or like into like Circuit taunt, you know, like.
Right.
Maybe if they get keep it ulted, it's awkward. But I think they're just gonna instant dash is what I would be banking on. Because it'd be so. Cameron didn't have beads, right? Like his beads are down. Keep it would probably want to dash away, and you can just TP to jump out, just force stuff. But it's not like that's a make or break point in the game or anything. Okay, you like wanted to do speed, but your team wants to fight. Unlucky. Okay, yeah. This is where I think you should think about your matchups a little bit. We can pause it. Like I would try to think, like who's even killable for you? Like I kind of feel like that Kama's a little unkillable.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if I'd want to play on the side to fight him. It's tough to know, like you're here and he's there, like, and say you already know you don't want to fight him. It's awkward, a little bit to like. I think it's kind of correct just to reposition on the other side of the fight.
Yeah, I was over there for oracles at the start, which we got, and then
Yeah, yeah.
like
Oh,
I knew
yeah,
I
that's
didn't
true.
want to
You
fight
knew he was
Kama.
here. Yeah. So you did
Yeah.
oracles. He's here. I would instantly try to go somewhere else, I think.
Yeah, I think I just got like stuck over there, just like staring at him.
Yeah. You just kind of sat here because you like weren't sure. Um. But yeah, I would be like, okay, this is not who I want to go on. I want to be where as many people are as possible, or probably Cupid. Like if you were right side here and that Cupid dash, you'd instantly blink ult him, right? Like
Yeah.
you got a
You
little
like
ton on
committed to
Herc
her
here.
for like no reason.
Yeah. For some reason that made Kama go in, which ends up being okay. You got a solid ult there. But it was kind of a peel ult where you can actually do damage because it was over this wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh? I mean, you guys want to fight.
Yeah.
Kind of. Herc could kill, I guess. Oh, he's pulled in. Alright, he'll die too. Yeah, it's just not kind of, like, it's just a little scuffed for you because you played up on the camo, got your beads forced, and then you try to chase out a Herc, which got your blink, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's just kind of two targets that weren't the best. I do think it's not the wrong idea. This Herc has horn shards, so what the fuck? Like hitting the Herc is not that bad. Like, one good thing about Hun ult is you can ult the frontliner plus the backliners, and they get pushed away while you guys can kill the frontline, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just good. Wait, I can go back and look at it if you want. So like, say you have the like this guy gets CC'd here. Say you have the ability to ult like perfectly here. It's pretty solid because he doesn't have beads, and he might just die on your guys' CC. Plus you're hitting these guys too, so they have to beads to help, or they're just getting pushed away.
Right.
Like that's like the best ult you could have on the Herc. But if you're not doing that, he shouldn't be your target.
Gotcha.
Like I'd want his 1 to be down, his 1-2 to be down, which he uses here. He's just too far from you, I think.
Yeah.
He's really fast with Regrowth and Wingblade. Like again, if he was right in front of you, or like maybe if you were farther over and you could have ulted him here into your carries, it's like guaranteed
Mm-hmm.
kill him. But yeah, I mean that's just that. I think the ult was still fine for how it was. You're just kind of like playing on hard mode that fight after you use all your blink ult or blink and beads. I mean, you guys won anyway.
Yeah.
I think that was because the Kama kind of went in for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
He like thought that you were gonna be able to catch the Herc, so he kind of went on the other people grouped. But yeah, I think you should just think about your targets a little bit before the fight and position that way.
Okay. Because I think I'm just like reactionary, just like looking
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
a mistake instead of
That's
like
definitely
going with
not
the
the
goal, I
worst thing
guess.
on Hun. Um, but even for that, like you use from the Kema.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like what. That's kind of the like when you're thinking like, oh, you kind of like brain off's just kind of there. A lot of times you'll just see somebody and just like kind of attack them, and that's like how it kind of can go bad. Having like an idea of who you want to go on prevents that a bit. But the good thing about Hun is he's super flexible. Your ult can be used in a bunch of ways and get good value. Herc did good beats now though. He like just bought it, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be awkward to see that. Oh. I was gonna say maybe you guys could have hit him, but you just want the image, which is fun.
Yeah. Imagine didn't
I
have
wasn't looking,
beats
actually.
him, so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That guy is a free kill to your ult always. So yeah. This is probably a good ult frontline game because the Herc didn't have beats the whole game. And it's kind of hard to kill Yu Huang and Kama. Oh. Okay. This fight was very spread out.
Yeah. The fights get more and more split, and then we start losing.
Yeah. I don't even know what started this fight. I don't know if I spaced out or...
We like pulled fire in front of them.
Let's see.
I remember saying I was like really big here and like we should pull fire.
Yeah, your ult
We just
is
killed your Mojo.
down. 'Cause you
Yeah, we
killed your
just killed your
Mojo.
Mojo, yeah, with it.
Kama's under you guys. I guess you don't know until then. I'd almost want to say just go on this Kama and like kind of peel back to him because he's kind of stuck, but I think this is pretty quick from Kern to dash this way. These guys took a bunch of damage. Yeah, you guys were kind of like taking the fight while also doing fire. I think in these instances, it's never bad. Like, I guess it depends on their buttons. Okay, not never bad. But you kind of have the luxury of letting them lock up a little bit just because it's 5v4. And you
Okay.
want to guarantee take the fight. And when you go out too early, your carries are still on the fire and they can't actually impact that. So like anything that you can hit that's closer to your carries is pretty good. Cam is kind of just living back here. Still do fire, Herc's here though. You could wait for the horses on this here, nice. It's like perfect.
Dude, look at the heal I got off that from Spear. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's so big. Spear heal is so fun. Or nice. These are 14 and 1.
Yeah, no, I got a lot of last hits this game and then we just started losing.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. You guys got fire. Basically every tower is up in the game. Also, it's good to look at the objective spawning to know where you want to siege. To me, this looks like a perfect start from solo, go to mid to duo and gold, try to angle. That's where I would think.
I
Because,
forget what we do or what the call was.
yeah, by the time gold's up, you'll be there. Can see if that's what happens or not, but that's how I would think about it. Like, yeah, this is, to me also, I'd be thinking this is just a tower fire. Get as many towers as possible.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Usually
gold.
first fire like in the game is just towers
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. 25 is a bit later for a first fire.
Right.
But either way, the towers are up, right? Like,
Yeah.
and only being 3 minutes, it's hard. I think you guys are on the wrong side of the map a bit, and I don't know, maybe a bit slow. You're kind of up alone looking for a kill, which I think's also not the
Yeah.
most ideal
I think
thing.
the play was for me to split duo while they grouped mid.
Yeah, I think if you're splitting, your goal shouldn't be taking a fight. Unless you literally know where everybody is. They're coming to kill you.
Pretty sure I get out.
You might actually live here.
Oh, it was bad
I think
there.
it's a little lucky.
Yeah.
I also think your team maybe should have pushed and gone Phoenix. That's fine. But yeah, I think when you're splitting and you're alone, you should try to realize that your goal is, your main goal is just keep waves up and have your team either come over okay, at start it's just keep waves up until you see where people are, right?
Mhm.
If you don't know where anybody is, that means you're probably a kill target. Or it's just a potential at least, right? So you kind of have to assume that's what's happening. So yeah, I would try to safely get waves up if you're splitting. Until
Gotcha.
you just know where more people are. Like being up by their backs, I think didn't make that much sense.
Yeah.
Or it's just risky, right? That's what I mean. You guys get a solid Phoenix. Yeah, I do think it could have been a tower fire, but like, if Phoenix opportunity arises, you know, it does. So it's obviously just good. And ended up on the right side is also good at the end of fire because you gotta do this.
Yeah.
I will say, like, a good thing. Ulting here for Pyro. I think it's fine. A good thing though about getting solo towers down is it now allows you to play through this lane for fires. I've gotten a lot of gank opportunities getting behind teams by
Mm-hmm.
walking through the lane. Obviously you can't with the tower there, but
Right.
like even when the wave's here,
Mm-hmm.
like the window's been missed because this wave's here already. But as soon as this wave's walked by, you do have the opportunity to just walk through behind, and it's just like a good gank spot. If they didn't see you, like you had a ward here, or I mean you could walk through the Scorpion Pit too. But as soon as this wave passes, as soon as there's no tower, you can actually just walk through the lane to here, and you kind of get by them for behind them for free a lot of the time. So that is the plus from like getting those towers down for the next fire. But you can always just go like tap it even. Like right now if you wanted to have that
Yeah.
opportunity.
I think I get it here.
Yeah, you do get it. So I mean you guys see the Cupid on the other side of the map. He is getting the fire waves. Well played.
Alright. This is the fight where shenanigans start.
Alright, let's see it. Okay.
I just remember like feeling like I got like a really good engage here. And then like and then just like dying immediately and we got like nothing off of it.
Yeah. I will say right off the bat, I was kind of like, I don't know, space out or whatever, but when you get fire, I do think, okay, getting this tower is good. It's a little awkward because it pulls you to here, and nobody's gone this mid wave, right? I
Yeah.
think wave should always be, like I said before, just good to get up. You can threaten mid, have them go in between, running through, which keeps a little more chaos, I think, which is good, rather than being like, oh, we're 5v5 right here. Also, I do think, I swear this mid Phoenix is 10 times easier to siege than this left Phoenix at this point in time. Whether or not you have the wave up doesn't even matter even for this duo side.
Mm-hmm. But
Um,
just being able to go and
yeah,
flank it
yeah,
and
the mid
pressure.
wave is important for that, but I think you and the Herc, or you and the Horse can come right here. Uh, you can just clear the wave or even Horse alone can go here and you can play like on this other side of the door if they go on him. He can 3D or you can go in with him. But it just creates pressure rather than having one choke that you're going through for your
Yeah.
whole team. Like having one choke just makes it way easier to get like Yuhong buttons or like a Yemoja ult, like things like that. They don't have to be afraid of literally anything. I guess blink engages, but yeah, I would way rather CG mid and then coming behind them on the Phoenix. It is kind of like a requirement to win your 2v2, and you are a little bad into Kama, I guess. So that's like maybe what makes me hesitant. But I think just having other avenues to go through, even if it's just Horse going there, is a big deal.
Right.
It's just so much easier to play through one choke. This Cupid ult can just block it off completely too. Like Yemoja ult can block it off. You actually got a massive ult. Where'd you even come from? Did you jump over the wall?
Yeah, I jumped over the door.
Sheesh. I mean, that was a good engage. Your team just cannot follow up.
Yeah, I just got Emoji to keep it ulted.
Maybe it was more coordinated with like a Horse ult or something.
Yeah, I don't think I called the engage at all.
But
Just like the dead, but
yeah, I mean, it was really big, but you're just alone, right? So
yeah.
it kind of doesn't matter how big an ult you get if you're alone. In a spot where you can't get out. Like maybe you could have blink ulted to jump away. That's like the
I think
only thing.
my jump might have still been it's probably still on cooldown.
Oh yeah, you
From
jump
being
over
over
the
the
wall,
door.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a full commit play. Like if your team's going with you, I think that could have worked.
Yeah.
But again, you're gonna get Yemo jolted, so your team would have to be like, okay, we're just gonna dive through this with Phantom Shell. It's like a little awkward. But I do think it's 10 times easier for your team to follow up if you wanted Phoenix, you know?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure whenever one Phoenix is down, you should always have people trying to funnel through it to some degree. Let's see. I'll fast forward a little bit. They got a Phoenix in return. This Phoenix left up 1 HP. Oni Fury's coming up into Enhanced Fire. You guys are pretty spread out. This guy kind of just walked up all the way to...
Yeah, I think you... I can't remember what we were talking about, but
Image 3.
he gets out.
Maybe he's trying to threaten it so you could backdoor Phoenix or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a bit greedy to walk up alone there. You guys get Oni. Now they have these fire waves. This is kind of... I don't know if it's your job. It's you or Merlin should be clearing these waves, though, in general.
Yeah, that's another piece of shenanigans that happens later. Is like we like nobody touched them for a while, and they get to our
Yeah, it's
Phoenix, and
awkward.
we try
Like,
to send somebody back, and it's just bad.
obviously, when it's a duo wave... I'm still flipped on the map, okay. When it's a duo wave,
Yeah.
it's a lot harder to contest fire at the same time. Because it's just so much farther away, right? You'd have to have like your Herc or your horse clearing waves in TP. But in mid wave, it should just be like pretty simple. If your team's afraid to be clearing waves, or like you think you can die on them, then I would just have your team like hover more around it and keep the waves as the priority over fire.
Right.
I guess you want to be doing the fire itself, but you guys are just playing up. I mean, I don't mind this. You just create space for when fire spawns, but I don't know if I'd actually go for the Phoenix. I think this is
we
greedy.
just had like Onis, so we were just like looking if there's anything.
Yeah. I mean, the idea's not bad.
Yeah, I'd have
Without
bomb
fire,
too,
though,
so-
it's just troll, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like,
We're
I think
just not,
maybe you
like,
could go
grouped as
over.
well.
Yeah, you could try to pull people over alone, but your goal should not be fighting ever if you do that. And, like, I guess this guy entered.
Yeah.
Right now, you shouldn't play up ever, I think, either. Off that kill, you should always be going for fire. It's enhanced fire. You guys can win the game off it so easily. These Phoenixes, they're tempting because they're low, but they don't. It doesn't really matter. They're still gonna be like this will be like they're still gonna be pretty low with enhanced. They'll just get pretty much one tapped. Okay, so Herc's dead for 30. He has TP when he spawns if things get delayed. Horus basically one-shot Yuhong. Kema on the left.
I think I get shit on here.
Yeah, Kama just kind of like I think Kama does just win this matchup a bit. And you
Just
didn't have
jumped the wrong
ult.
way too.
I know you do ult. I just don't know if like. I think the idea of blinking on him is just a little wrong.
Yeah.
You're trying to take the 1v1, which is respectable. But I think it's just a bad matchup and for like taking the 1v1's fun and all, but
Yeah, it's not good.
it's just not necessary for the like wanting to win. You can just keep him ranged, keep him in combat ideally, like throw threes. Hopefully you're not getting too poked while doing it. But yeah, as long as he can't blink in, there's no steal through it. I mean, this isn't you, but these guys played this a bit too fast. I think they just kind of have to get you mojo and leave instantly. Oh. That is kind of a siege tactic in general, like forcing you mojo. You're like, oh, we're just gonna show and leave and then reset, and then it's way easier to walk in. Couple buttons missed on this guy.
Yeah.
Horse up there dying at the same time. Oh, the fireways got Phoenix again there.
Yeah, we didn't send anybody back.
Yeah, little troll. You guys are definitely just in a fighting like spirit. Like you see
Yeah.
somebody stop back fight.
We were like, I think we were confident in our team fight, and we just never 5v5'd for the rest of the game. It was, like,
Yeah.
terrible.
confidence is good, but like at some point it's good to be like, okay, let's just get grouped and do an actual like fight type of thing rather than just looking for anything that we see. Like make it a little more
Yeah.
planned, you know. Especially with enhanced, like the game should be really free. Even you dying for 1v1, they could have waited for you and still had enhanced for like 2 minutes. I mean 4v4 is like fine. It's just they have Umoja, so you gotta play around the Umoja
Mm.
and try not to take poke while it's happening. Which I guess is easier said than done. Yeah, Pyro and Gold are up. I don't think you guys will be able to siege again. With the enhance that you guys have, sadly. It also is awkward when games get to this point, like, because it feels like you like should have won, so you get a
Yeah.
little antsy about things, or like, but you still have a 10k gold league, you're gonna get gold too. You have double bombs, so you can't get wards. It actually feels pretty bad sometimes.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's ever correct if you just go siege, or not siege, you just go split off. Probably not. If the Kama shows up, you just lose the 1v1 to that guy, so it's really awkward. Come. Let's see. So yeah, I would be at this point be like, okay, fire's coming up soon. Like, how do we want to fight, or who are our targets, type of thing.
Mhm.
In general, like, obviously it's fine to say like, oh, I just want to ult as many people as possible. But right now, you can't ult Moja. He has Magi's. So maybe you guys can set up a plan to try to get Magi's first. Yuhong's a really hard target unless his 3's down. If his 3's down, he's a really free kill, actually. And Cupid also, once his dash down, be down. And he's 10 times easier to kill, so like, even if you need something, like the Kama, his like ult has to be down to fight him, I feel like. So that's
Yeah.
a little bit harder of a task, in my opinion. Getting a Yuhong 3 is not that hard. And Magis isn't that hard, so I would try to say like, oh, if you guys get like Yuhong 3, I'll just kill him. He's just gonna die. Or like, if we get Yumoja Magis, maybe I can ult him plus the carries, and we can
Yeah.
kill that way. Things like
I think
that are just good to say.
this fight gets trolled because we were like talking about trying to get the mid waves and then like
Mhm.
starting to start going, and then
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
no, I'll go.
Yeah, at this point it's like already late, right? The fire's basically spawning.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna
Ideally
like
you
try
just
to
push
catch
out
up
the
to it and then just
waves.
run back.
Yeah, I would just ignore this wave to be honest and just go to the next one.
Yeah.
But you didn't even get a wave. You cleared a creep, and then this wave's here
Yeah, and then
too.
just started running back.
And the fight's already happened somehow. That's actually a little bit of a tragedy.
Yeah, I don't know why we
Let me
fought
look at
here,
the
but
waves even. Oh. Okay, let's see. I guess you guys are focused on warding. But you don't even have wards. You should honestly, I really think it's just good for a jungler. Like, it's not always your role. Like, there's times where it's better for somebody else to be getting the wave, I think. But in my opinion, I just find it easiest for me to do it myself.
mhm.
So I think you should just focus on it, and especially when a Phoenix is down, it's just like has to be the priority. But you guys see them clearing this wave. Even if this wasn't a fire wave, I think it's good to go clear.
Gotcha.
But especially because it's fire wave, I think it just has to be your job. Like and no, yeah, I would go here before they even start to clear it. But as soon as you see on the wave, you should run over here too. It's just you guys lost sight that your Phoenix is down. I think is a big
Yeah.
thing. Just something you gotta keep in mind. But at this point, if you see them in front of you and you want to fight, I do think you should be like, okay, whatever. Let's just make our fight really quick, and then we'll get the fire waves after and back. Because it's not going to threaten Phoenix, and your Phoenix will come up and heal the Titan, so it's not actually that big of a deal. But if you are going to this wave, you have to be like, yo, you guys play back. Like, even let them pull if they
Yeah.
have to. But playing up, we like can't do. Instead, both frontliners are off to the side, so they're not even, your carries are really susceptible. Or it just kind of goes. But yeah, when you're not in the fight, you have to make it very clear that you're to your team that you're not going to be there for like 10 seconds even. And that like if they want to fight without you, it's whatever, but
Hmm.
they honestly you should just be like don't fight without me.
Right.
Uh or at least like be a counter engage where they're going in and you're like punishing their bad engage type of thing. Pretty well played by you still to get 2 kills. It's just more the Fiesta thing, like that was easy because you ran it, like they ran it down,
Yeah. Yeah.
like the fight in general. Maybe not, it doesn't go always as smooth as that if you're at 5v5, but like you guys didn't even get an opportunity really. They're doing fire in this 3v3.
Yeah. I just remember us not being grouped for it and like not wanting to walk up alone.
Yeah.
Just Herc being here. I
And
just like hit Herc for like way too long.
if you saw the firewall, you should have called.
Yeah, we knew they were on it
Okay,
like the
okay.
whole time. I'm pretty sure.
You know, that's fine. I wouldn't be trading the Herc though. That guy is kind of
Yeah.
spooky. And your health is just more important than his. He has TP up too, right? Even if you got him low and didn't kill. Oh, dang, 3 miss, sadly. He might have died of 3 or he hit.
Yeah, I think I got eaten by the like wall or something, but
Yeah.
I might just missed.
A bit unlucky. It's just like, you guys just haven't fought as a team for like this,
No, I know.
for a long, long time. Has it been since like...
It's literally been like since the
Yeah, you died here with fire, right? It was enhanced
yeah.
fire, and then there was this whole thing in solo, and then turned into this fight here. And then fire was coming up, and you guys didn't fight for fire, because...
Yeah.
Or you're going to waves while like they engaged. So it's a bit of a tragedy in that sense. But yeah, ideally, I think you should be doing what I said earlier, where it's like, you're kind of saying what you want. Like you were fed, you're so fed this game.
Yeah.
If you're just kind of like explaining like what you need to get kills, it's really easy for your team to be like, oh, I just need to get Majas and we can kill you Maja, okay? Or like I just need to get you Hong through and you're gonna kill him, sure.
Okay.
Like having a set way to play is like, it's just good, obviously. Another odd man fight here. At some point, it is just worth to be like, maybe we should just give the fire, but probably should have gone on the Kama too. He was spread out from them, so he's kind of easier target, but this game kind of turned into a clown show a little bit.
Yeah.
I would have maybe tried to run up. I guess you could maybe follow your jump over a wall. This lets you actually get back to defend. They just end probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, It's definitely awkward. I think like the big thing was the sieging. What was it about it? It was like oh yeah, honestly, the one time when you guys went to siege without fire, I think was just really troll. It should just probably never be the play.
Yeah, I think we were still I think we had like a 8k gold lead, so we were still confident in our fight. We had like a bomb, but like we just like split. Like we had 2 people mid, 3 duo. I think it like could have maybe gone good if we were all 5, but it was still probably just bad.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just super risky. I mean, you guys ended up getting enhanced anyway, so because that was the fire after it, so it wasn't that
Yeah.
big a deal. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say when like you just don't group, but I think also, for you personally, for it, I think wave management will be like a big improvement for sieges. I think it makes it way easier.
Yeah.
It's just way more natural. Then you can split out things like you can start to say like, oh, do we even like our 5v5 or like if I pull away Kamazats, are you like really safe in the 4v4 to just siege or things like that? Like gives that opportunity.
Hmm.
And anytime you have one Phoenix down, I really think you should like it might not always go well, but you should experiment trying to like flank through your solo
Gotcha.
laner. Your
Yeah,
solo laner
just
should
push
always
left.
be the one like
I
leading
think.
the way and like playing off of him. But
Mm.
sometimes just his presence will be enough. Like if you tell him like, oh, you can just kind of sit there and it pushes them to one side, so you can easily play around it like uh where they are, you know? Like
Right.
it kind of funnels them into a side. Normally you're funneled into a position when you're sieging the Phoenix, so being able to funnel them on the defense is like really strong in my opinion.
Yeah.
Dude, Chunk and Dunk kind of went off.
Yeah. He was there. He was like a sub for them too.
Dang. Yeah, I don't know if you have any questions or anything.
No, it was just good to have somebody like to go over the games with,
Yeah.
to like know what to look out for.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, hopefully it was insightful. I don't know if I don't really know in general. I think I
Right.
said some insightful stuff, surely.
Yeah. No, but thank you. Thank you for this. I
Yeah, no
very,
problem.
very appreciate it. Just DM me your like details and stuff on Twitter.
Okay, yeah, sure. We'll do that.
Here, dude. You'll even get my Prime sub. Just came up.
Nice, that's big time.
Yep.
Oh, thanks for the prime, dude.
Dude, you're welcome.
All right, well,
Is there any discount for like entertaining your stream while you're going to the bathroom?
gotta be. I
They were
mean,
trying to get me to sing and stuff, man. I was scared.
yeah, well, you didn't actually sing, right? Like,
Yeah, well, yeah.
maybe if you sang a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe next time I'll sing.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what the price should actually be. It said like 30 a game, but like it could be like 40 or 50 to be honest. It's kind of
Right. Yeah, just send me your stuff.
sure.
Thanks, man.
All right, yep, no
I'll see
problem.
you.
Yep, have a good one.
YouTube.
All right, well, that was the coaching.